Hello, good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. Veronica here again to share with you the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom gameplay demonstration that Nintendo of America announced yesterday on their Facebook page. So we are going to watch it together and hopefully see some really awesome gameplay elements that differ this game from Breath of the Wild. Maybe we'll see some returning elements as well. Who knows? I haven't watched this yet, so I'm really excited to share it with you, and you'll get to see my reactions, and maybe we can break down some pieces as well. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. I'm so excited. I can't wait until this game releases. I feel like I've been waiting for it for forever. Here we are.
Hello everyone. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
Yes!
Thank you very much for waiting.
That's great news.
Many of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released a few trailers so far. Although it'll just
That is such good news because it means that they can just fine-tune everything and release it in the least messy way possible, unlike some other games that have come out recently. So that's amazing. That means they're going to spend these last couple of weeks and months just really fine-tuning everything.
be a brief glimpse. I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like. Okay? Let's
Oh,
begin.
cute. He's going to play it.
Here we are in the land of Hyrule. Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course,
Okay, so far it actually looks quite a bit like Breath of the Wild. We see the horse commands. We have soothe, woe, and go. Just like we did in Breath of the Wild, we have a temperature gauge, so that means that the world is going to have some elements, again, just like Breath of the Wild, where the desert was hot and you had to wear certain clothes, or the mountain area was freezing cold and you had to wear clothes that accommodated. We also have the sound meter in the hub, just like we did in Breath of the Wild, time, map. We have our directional arrows, food, weapon, shield. So this all is very much mimicking the Breath of the Wild hub. And the world looks very similar as well. Let's see, what's he gonna do?
it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches. In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll
Oh,
notice some landmasses floating up there.
yeah, look at
We call
those.
them Sky Islands. You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up?
Yes, I was wondering that. How did you
If we
know?
take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it. We're almost at the spot where the object fell.
Oh boy, I mean, I love climbing mountains in Breath of the Wild. I think I spent half of my time doing that. Love it. Oh, this is something new that I'm seeing up here with the L button. There's this little design in kind of an burnt orange color. Curious what that does.
Here it is.
I didn't want any spoilers really besides this gameplay demonstration, so I haven't seen very many. I've watched the trailers for the Nintendo Directs, but other than that, I haven't looked up any spoilers for this game. So maybe they've already explained that, but I am clueless.
Okay, let's use one of Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell,
Rewind. Oh, and so it's going to go all the way back
look,
up.
it started rising. This power is known as recall, which
Well, that's
rewinds an
cool.
object's movement. Since I just used recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands. Let's use the paraglider to reach one of them.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
There are a few other Sky Islands floating here too.
Very neat.
I made it. There are lots of ways to reach
Oh,
the
the
Sky Islands,
dragons.
so we hope you'll try a few
That was one
different
of my
methods.
favorite parts.
Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island.
Hmm.
Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though. Let's walk around for a bit.
Why is that?
There's a branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue. Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up.
Oh, nice. He has a tree branch too.
Not good, not good. Quick, get another branch and... we defeated it. Moving on.
Cool.
We've now explored more of this Sky Island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far.
It looked like he dropped some crafting gear there, just like in Breath of the Wild, where they would drop, the Guardians would drop different parts, like the gears and things for crafting. He dropped a couple of pieces as well, so I bet that those enemies and some others on these Sky Islands, I bet you can get some really great crafting gear from them. I wonder what the crafting will be like in this game, if it's the same as Breath of the Wild, and will you be able to craft clothing as well as weapons? We'll have to find out together.
This branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer. This
It's
is
a
called
meatball on a
fuse.
fork.
You can stick
What?
objects together to create new weapons with various effects.
Well, that is
Let's
cool.
take on another construct with this fused weapon.
Oh,
We're dealing with
that's
two
an
of them.
interesting way to manage the weapon durability, which I didn't mind from Breath of the Wild, but I know a lot of people didn't care for
The
it.
weapon's attack has definitely improved.
You can just stick on a boulder and
The other
there you
branch
go.
broke, but this weapon has much better durability. You can do all sorts of
Cool.
things by experimenting with the fuse ability. You can fuse two weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, we can create a weapon with a much longer attack.
Oh, that's gonna be so helpful. Look how cool
With
that
this,
is.
we don't have to get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance. You can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
Oh, I
Fuse an ice
love
element of
that.
material to an arrow, and you can freeze faraway enemies.
Yes, of course. Wow, that's so cool.
Very useful.
I love that.
In addition, let's see.
I was a big fan of using
There's a bird flying around.
the bow
If you're
in
out
Breath of the
hunting,
Wild,
you
so
might
I'm
feel that
excited
aiming with
to
an arrow
mess
is
around
too
with that.
difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land.
That's cute.
So, at times like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters. Fuse it to an arrow and...
Oh, does it increase the accuracy? Oh,
Look,
that is
it homed in on the
so
target.
neat.
Let's try this on another bird.
That's such a fun gameplay element, and it'll help use up some of those materials that you end up with like 99
It's very
of.
simple. Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting. I fused a mushroom to my shield. Now, you're probably wondering if
What?
this has any use. Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom.
Well, yeah, it looks cool.
Let's
That's
fight
all that
it.
matters.
I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now. The enemies lost sight of Link, so... attack!
Oh, that is
Even
so
if you
neat
struggle with
too.
combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods.
Hmm.
In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate. Some of the Sky Islands even have rivers. We'll want to cross this one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that. We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here.
Is he gonna make a boat?
So,
Oh, that is
lift up
so
this
cool.
log and attach it to a second log. Let's do one more. We'll bring this over here and attach a third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra Hand. Even though the logs are
Oh,
currently
I see.
attached,
So that's
they
what
can
this symbol up here, of course, that's the ability that he has equipped right now. So this creepy looking hand, this is the Ultra Hand. So you can make boats and stuff. What did the other one look like for fusing? Oh yeah, it looks like a little sword with a magic effect. Okay. Neat. Well, that's exciting to see some new abilities. Where were we? It like silly puttied this together. Here we go.
You can always attach things or detach them like this. Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward.
How
There's
about
something here.
this
Let's
propeller
try
object?
Oh, wind. It's blowing wind. Looks like we found a fan. Why don't we try attaching it? We'll attach another one. This should make the boat well balanced.
This is so creative. I can see
Okay,
myself
they're
putting
attached.
lots of hours
Alright,
into
let's
this
try
game,
moving
just
the
like
boat.
Breath of the Wild.
Hey, it's moving. It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans.
Nice, and we have a little
Since we
battery bar
added two
here.
fans, we
for the
should be able
wind?
to cross the river in no time. All right, we reached the other side. In the most recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine.
Oh, and
Those
that's how they
vehicles
did that.
actually
I
aren't in
see.
the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own.
I see the silly putty
All
now.
sorts of objects you'll come across in this game. And depending on how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure.
Oh, that is so
There are
cool.
even more new abilities. Take this building over here. Okay, watch this.
Ascend.
Look,
What?
I passed right through the ceiling. This new ability is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through
Sweet.
to the floor above you.
That one's a
There are
little
some
weird, but
restrictions,
cool.
What's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere. For example,
Oh.
this place has a cave with a hill right above it. If we use the ability here, come on.
What? This looks so sick.
Okay, we emerged at the top of the hill. In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example.
Pretty
Imagine you're stuck
cool.
in a cage. If it's got a ceiling,
But to be honest, I'll probably still be scaling mountains because, as I said earlier, that was one of my favorite parts. This is cool though, and it looks awesome. But I love to scale the mountains. You just get to, the scenery is amazing. Okay, sorry, let's get back to
you
it.
know what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct. It seems to be holding a strange weapon. Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons.
Oh, he's so mad.
Battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game. Ah, it blew me away with wind. Looks like it's got some sort of fan. Ah! I got pushed off! Oh well, let's just return to the surface.
That is a bar drop. I love it.
It feels so good. In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land. You can also search for destinations that pique your interest.
Yeah,
Once
Death
you've
Mountain
chosen your
was looking
destination,
crazy over
You
there.
can speed things up, like this. Let's dive into this river. And we're back on the surface. There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
I'm happy to
What did you
see
think?
these new enemies, like this weird bird that was flying about back here, because that was one of my least favorite parts of Breath of the Wild, were that those little moblins were everywhere, and that was pretty much the majority of what you fought. So I'm really excited for the new bow element with the fusing, where you can fuse arrows with different things like the Keese eyeballs and who knows what else, like mushrooms. I'm so excited to experiment around with that. But using those elements, it's easier to hunt enemies in the sky, and it just looks like all around there are some more unique enemies to fight. So that is exciting.
What did you think? Some of Link's new abilities were updated from the previous game. I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you. Amazing. That was such a good little gameplay nugget that we got this morning. I'm so happy that they shared with us. And yes, this is releasing on May 12th, so it's coming up even quicker than expected. Oh, what is this? Oh, what? Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Oh, if I could just get those Joy-Cons separate. I have these Skyward Sword Joy-Cons and they're so beautiful, but these are spectacular. So hopefully they'll sell them by themselves, but probably not. Oh, that's beautiful. And is that the OLED model? Yeah. Oh, and that comes out at the end of April. Neat. They are just going all out with this. I mean, of course, because it is Legend of Zelda. Well, that was exciting. I'm really interested to play around with some of these fuse elements. I think that was the most interesting part of this gameplay video for me. I'm going to spend hours just putting together mushrooms and sticks and shields and things like that to see what we can come up with. Like, can I make a mushroom stick sword? That would be pretty cool. And I'm also excited to see, in the beginning he mentioned there are many different ways to reach the Sky Islands, and I believe one of those ways would be to craft your own airplanes or flotation devices, different things like that to get up and explore. I'm really excited to dive into this world with you all later in May. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so that way I know that you like to see these reaction videos more often. I love to keep up on Nintendo's news, so I might as well be here recording it for you. Also, if you are into Fire Emblem Engage right now, I am live streaming my first Maddening Classic playthrough of that every Saturday night. I'd love if you subscribe so you don't miss those. It's been a lot of fun so far. We did the first couple of chapters and it was awesome. So please subscribe so you don't miss out. And also, I'd love if you comment below and let me know the ideas floating around in your head too. What kind of weapons are you excited to make? Are you excited that there's not weapon durability? Are you excited about exploring the Sky Islands and some of these new abilities? Chat with me. I'd love to hear from you and respond back. I would definitely love to have that conversation. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me this lovely Tuesday. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.